Fogletto.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Is everybody excited about Halloween? Yeah. Right? It's one of my favorite holidays, but you know what Halloween means is that all these girls are going to be walking around dressed like sluts. And personally, I just think that's really offensive, really offensive to those of us who are slutty all year round. I recently got a text message from my ex-boyfriend from like 8 years ago. It was super weird, really uncomfortable. It reminded me though that it is the fall season that's upon us. It's getting colder, darker. People are getting lonelier, and all of my ex-boyfriends are currently sadder than they were when they were actually with me. The weird thing was, he followed up the text message with this old naked picture he had of me when we were together. And guys, I was so young in this picture, I felt creepy looking at it. I'm at the age where the first nudies ever taken of me are currently saved on floppy disks. I remember those. But I understand what he's going through. I get seasonal affective depression or whatever the fuck it's called. I get the SADS. You know, I was walking here today. It was an empty block. There was no one on it. It was really dark. It felt kind of lonely, and it's chilly out, you know, and all I wanted was for some emotionally opinionated, verbally aggressive gentleman to just come out of the shadows and tell me how much more beautiful I would be if I would only smile. Guys, the ex-boyfriend that I told you about, he's actually a really good guy. It's just we had one of those problems where we would always get in arguments about like political and social issues, you know. And the one issue we would always get in arguments about was what's now called street harassment. Do you guys know what that is? Like, you know what catcalling is? If you don't know what it is, it's like when you're walking outside and a stranger makes a comment to you about which one of their favorite foods they would prefer to eat off of your asshole. That's what catcalling is. And, you know, we would always argue about it, and you could probably guess which side I was on and which side he was on, you know, but it would always come up because when we were about to go out, I would always want to hit the gay clubs. I love going to gay clubs. And he'd be like, baby, I don't really want to go there because those guys, they ogle me and they make comments about my body. And I'm just like, oh, sweetie, you look so good, who wouldn't comment on that? And I should be happy that anybody's paying attention to you. And but the thing is, he's like, it's clear that I'm with you, and they know I'm not into them, and it's just really disrespectful. I'm like, sweet cheeks, it's not about respect. You know, we would just always get in arguments about that. But guys, seriously, a couple weeks ago was National Coming Out Day, so give it up for that. It's getting a lot more easy for gay people to get married in a lot more states, and on a legal level, I'm totally with it. On a personal level, I think that marriage should be illegal for everyone. However, I'm really happy that finally now all of my gay friends can make the legal, intimate commitment to speeding up the destruction of their happy relationships, just like all of my straight friends can. You know, and I've been thinking a lot about my own sexuality, and I realized that I'm not straight, even though I like to sleep with men and every once in a while I'm attracted to a woman. It's just that my needs are so simple, I'm heterosexual by default. But everyone always wants to, yeah, I know, I just gotta process. But everyone wants to label you. They want to label your sexual orientation, label your sexual identity, figure out if they can fuck you. You know, and there's this ongoing argument that pisses people off where one straight woman will make out with another straight woman, and people complain that it's only to get attention from a straight man. And I think that that's personally unfair, because I can totally make out with and sexually frustrate another woman just as nonchalantly as I would do it to a man. Guys, I like to consider myself a narcissexual, okay? Guys, I'm gonna leave it on this. By round of applause, who here has ever had sex with someone and immediately regretted it? Like, you're like getting drunk, you know, you're high, or just really horny, you want to have an orgasm, so you take this stranger home, and you're like coming down from your euphoric feelings of orgasm, and you slam back into reality. You're like, who the fuck is this person? And I just want to give an example. Sir, do you mind if I ask you a question? When you have sex and when you orgasm, how soon after you come does the sex usually end? Immediately. Thank you for being honest. Give it up for him.
Jason Falco.
So as a only want sex with men. If I orgasm during sex, it's because he hasn't come yet. So when I experience post-sex regret, I'm regretting it while the sex is still happening. Guys, thank you. You've been great. Give it up for the children.